Hi everyone, it's Candace. How are you? It's like, I don't know what it is. It's morning time. And so I'm trying to get everything level here. Okay. This is the intro to my next video. I have been going through some things the last couple days, and this will relate to the topic that I will be discussing today. I've been going through a depression for the last 3 days. I can't explain it. It's not really, mostly not situational. And some of it's for, frustration over things that, trigger it. Other things not really. I feel like I can talk to you guys. I feel like somebody is going to understand, or somebody's that's going through or has gone through depression, major depression, or chemical depression, or clinical depression. I'm sorry, clinical depression understands this. So that's why I'm talking about it. Yeah. So the last 3 days have been very difficult for me. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it'll get better for me. And I'm really, I hope I get stronger soon. I know it's a process and a journey. I know that in my mind. I know that, but in my emotions, they tell me, my feelings tells me otherwise, and it's like a battle, butting heads of knowledge, my mind, and then my emotions just battling out, and my emotions usually win. So I hope someone can relate to this topic. I've been feeling really low, but I'm hopeful things will get better. So without further ado, the rest of the video will be on the topic of clinical and clinical depression and just overall depression, really, and ways to deal with it. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Hello again. We are going to be going over symptoms and ways to cope and get help for depression, major depressive disorder, and clinical depression. A lot of people deal with depression every day. Everyone deals with depression in their life one way or another. Usually it's situational, but some people have a chemical imbalance in their brains that they can't help. And that's clinical. Major depressive, well, actually, it says here major depressive and clinical is the same thing. So I guess we'll just learn from it. And I'm going to be putting on my glasses because I need my glasses to see, read what I'm trying to say. I want to first of all say I'm not a doctor or a psychiatrist. I'm just a person that deals with depression on a day-to-day basis. I've had depression since I was a kid and into teenage years and into adulthood as well. I still don't know the magic cure, the magic thing that takes away depression. I still don't know the answer to that. I'm trying to deal with it as much as possible, you know, as everyone does with medication and therapy and all the things they tell you to do. Doesn't always work, but you try everything to try to lessen the lows. So, all right, glasses on. Oh, I'm sorry for the glare. Let me see if I can alter the light here. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Hopefully you can see me okay. All right, I'm just making sure time's good. All right, so I'm on the Mayo Clinic website. Depression, major depressive disorder. Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. Also called major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave. Can lead to a variety of emotional or physical problems. You may have trouble doing normal day-to-day activities, and sometimes you may feel as if life isn't worth living. I totally understand that. And I feel a lot of people feel that way too. They may not say it openly. They may keep it to themselves, but I think a lot of people feel that way. So, symptoms. Feelings of sadness, emptiness, tearfulness, emptiness, and hopelessness. Angry outbursts, irritability, and frustration. I've been feeling that lately. Totally. It's not fun. Loss of interest or pleasure in most normal activities such as sex and hobbies. Sleep disturbances, tiredness and lack of energy, no appetite or increased appetite, weight loss or weight gain, anxiety, agitation, restlessness, slowed thinking, speaking, or body movement, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, trouble thinking, concentrating, focusing, remembering things, frequent or recurring thoughts of suicidal thoughts, suicide attempts, death, unexplained physical problems such as back pain or headaches. And I'm just gonna read off what for adults, because I can't do children and teens because I don't feel like I'm qualified to deal with that. But I can just say how I, as an adult, feel. So, depression for symptoms in adults. Physical aches and pains, memory difficulties or personality change, things like fatigue, loss of appetite, sleep problems, loss of interest, often wanting to stay home, lack of socialization, and all that. Okay, and I went to healthline.com for mental health and major depressive disorder, clinical depression. And let's see what they say for clinical. Okay. According to the criteria, this is very, like, doctor-oriented. You must experience the change of previous functions. You feel sad and irritable, loss of interest in activities, suddenly lost the weight gain. This is pretty much everything else. I've tried, okay, so what causes major depressive disorders? It may be triggered by alcohol or drug use, but it doesn't have to be. Like for me, it's not. Hypothyroidism doesn't have to be. Particular types of medications, including steroids, abuse during childhood. It could be anything really. It can be PTSD. It could be just so many different things. And it talks about medications and therapies and psychiatrists, psychotherapy. So anyways, all right, so if you feel depressed, you might want to talk to somebody. Maybe a really good friend or a close, non-judgmental party like your mom or a cousin or a best friend that is open-minded and or understanding person, or somebody neutral. And there's nothing wrong with this either. Maybe you just need to seek out a therapist or a counselor. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's become very normalized to see a therapist. And some people have really bad experiences. If they see one and it's a bad experience, they never want to see one again. And you actually have to really try out multiples sometimes. Sometimes the first one you see isn't going to be, the best fit. So you have to see a couple before you find the right fit. So therapy is a good option and helpful option. And if you can afford it, if you have insurance that covers it or partially covers it. I know it can be expensive if you don't have any insurance. But if you can get a counselor or someone that can listen and give you good advice, that'd be good. Also, I want to do one thing. I want to talk about one thing here. Knowing I have had a friend that suffered from deep depression. I didn't know how bad it was. But he moved away from where we both lived. He was a good friend of mine, a very good friend, and we tried to stay in touch. He kind of moved far away from me. We tried to stay in touch as best as we could. I didn't know how bad he was hurting. And then I found out that he passed away by suicide. He was so much pain, he just decided enough was enough. And I thought he was happy. I thought everything was good, but I guess I was wrong. So that's why I'm bringing this topic up. Suicide Prevention Hotline. If you're depressed, like super depressed, and you're thinking about suicide, even if you're not really intentionally going to do it, but you're like feeling really bad and low and in turmoil, there are people that will listen. There are people that will talk to you and help you through it. And the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline for the U.S. is, let's see, 1-800-273-8255. They speak English and Spanish, and I will put that in the info box down below. It's a really good resource. It's toll-free, and it's available to anyone with emotional distress or suicidal crisis. So check it out. This wasn't easy for me to talk about. I deal with this problem every single day of my life. I am talking about it to reduce or diffuse the stigma and let you know that there are better days ahead. You can get through it. It's a day-by-day thing. It's a day-by-day, one day at a time thing. I mean, it's not all gonna be roses and gumdrops every day. You have to work at it. And it was really difficult for me to talk about my friend. But I don't want that to happen to anyone else. Oh, also, I almost forgot. There's a long list I have. I'll just name some of them, not all of them. It's a big list of pleasurable activities. It helps you just get out, helps you break out of a depressive mood, or at least try to. So I'll just name, there's 3 pages here, so I'll just name a few. See, talk to a friend on the phone. Text or email a friend. Exercise, and that's a big deal for me. I need to do that more often. Do yoga, tai chi, or Pilates, or take classes. Stretch your muscles. I think we all can do that. Go for a long walk, or someplace else that's peaceful. Go for a swim, ride your bike, go for a jog. Get out of the house, even if you just sit outside. Plan a trip to a place where you've never been before. Eat chocolate, or eat something else you really like. Sleep or take a nap. Go outside and watch the birds and other animals. Find something funny to do, like watching a funny video on YouTube. I put make smoothies because I love making smoothies. Watch television or the internet, like internet TV. Listen to the radio or Pandora or any of those things. Play a video game, play solitaire, go online to chat. That's my thing. Vlog or blog online. Create a website. Get a haircut. Go to the spa. I wish. Go to the library. Go to the cafe for coffee or tea. Go to a museum or an art gallery. Meditate or pray. Go to a house of worship, which probably isn't very easy because of COVID right now. I'm trying to not, include things that are iffy with COVID. learn a new language, and I recommend Duolingo is a free language course, and I will try to remember to put it down below as well. It's awesome. Play a musical instrument or learn how. Write a song, even if you're not good at it, and I know I'm not that great. Turn on some loud music and dance in your room like nobody's watching. I love doing that. Knit or crochet, join a club, plant a garden, sing in a local choir, be in a local theater group. I mean, scrapbooking, paint your nails, change your hair color, take a bubble bath or a shower. I mean, it goes on and on. Draw a picture, paint a picture. It's just, it goes on and on and on. Okay. So, this, to sum everything up, it's good to talk. Talk to someone you trust, someone that is open to conversations, that will not judge you. About how you feel. Because venting, getting things off your chest is really good for you, actually. Keeping it all in is not good for you, and I know. I've done it. I sometimes still do it, and I know it's not good for me. Therapy is a good way to get things off your chest and work through problems that you have and work through depression. If you have suicidal thoughts or tendencies, please call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, or go to your nearest ER and tell the doctor how you feel, because you need help. We all need help, actually. Everyone needs help in sometimes, you know? So, you can get help. There are avenues to get help. I'm not perfect. I want to say I am not perfect. You know, you see people on YouTube, you think they're perfect, you think they're great, you think they're awesome. But I'm going to say I'm not perfect. I'm just a human being just like you, going through stuff day by day. And I have my down days. When I'm not, when you don't see me on YouTube, I'm going through stuff just like everyone else. So I just want to enlighten, I guess the word is, or educate as best as possible, because I just want to help others the best way I can. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I know how it feels to go through depression. I really do. I know how it is. So, this is Candace, and I hope my next video will be more uplifting, more not as serious or sad, but, you know, happier, silly, interesting. I hope you have a wonderful day, and keep on keeping on, keep up your chin, and do the best that you can. That's all anyone can expect, you know. That's all that you can expect of yourself. And be proud of yourself. Who cares what other people think of you? All that matters is how you feel and think of yourself. So, I believe in you. Have a nice day.